General Montgomery and his soldiers of the British Eighth Army planned their part in the final Battle of North Africa. New Zealanders, Highlanders, men of England, these battle-hard troops have chased the Germans across the breadth of Africa and squeezed them into an impossible position in Tunisia. Through town after Tunisian town, the Eighth Army triumphantly marches, pushing the retreating Axis troops northward as the British, French, and Americans pound them from the west. For Field Marshal Rommel's Africa Corps, for Adolf Hitler's plan of world conquest, for Mussolini's dream of empire, for the smug security of fortified Axis Europe, this is the beginning of the end. As the Eighth Army drives northward through Gabes, nearing a junction with its American allies, General Eisenhower, Allied Commander-in-Chief, pays a visit to General Montgomery. Already a glorious tradition, the Eighth Army triumphantly occupies Gabes, Highland Pipers leading the way. Supplies arrive by sea on the heels of the British successes. As each coastal city falls, it becomes a supply depot for the victorious British. Allied control of Mediterranean waters has made it possible to keep food and ammunition rolling right with the troops. The fleeing Nazis are given no chance to dig in. Montgomery pushes on without pause, his armor mauling the German rear guards. American and French troops drive spearheads into the wounded Nazis' flank. Here the Americans got their baptism of battle, the hot flame that forged them into the fighting unit which was to overrun the German elite troops at Bizerte. Past hastily made German and Italian graves, the Americans moved to meet their British brothers in arms. American tank men and an advance patrol of British infantrymen make a dash for each other. Allies in name, allies in action. These men, with their French comrades, are united, dedicated to the task of driving the Axis from North Africa, and after that, to the coming Battle of Europe. American and British air power sweeps the vaunted Luftwaffe from the Mediterranean skies in the opening phase of the last chapter in the Battle of Africa. Bombers and fighters pounding and strafing the Axis columns, frantically preparing a ring of defenses around the vital objectives of Tunis and Bizerte. Darkness falls, the Allied big guns go into action to prepare the way for complete collapse of the Axis defenses. Nazi rear guards and Nazi wounded are caught up in the surging onrush of the Allied armies. The wounded are treated and cared for by Allied medical officers as the advance continues. The end. Tunis and Bizerte have fallen, and with these two bastions of Axis resistance, prisoners counted in the tens of thousands fall to the victors. High officers, including Colonel General von Arnim and 11 other generals. Thousands upon thousands of Italian and German troops lay down their arms and surrender. The Battle of North Africa, which has cost the Axis some 400,000 men in dead, wounded, and prisoners, is over. This is General Dwight Eisenhower, Allied commander in Tunisia. The victory is won, and now the victorious Allied leaders look eagerly across the Mediterranean to the shores of Hitler's fortress Europe.